You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Spark FM online, Spark FM online. We are here. Check, baby. 1, 2, 3, 4. Check, baby. 1. It's called the Rump Shaker. Rump Shaker. Shake it. Shake it now. Shake it.
Mac Daddy.
That's how you gotta check the mic. Rump Shaker. Rump. Miggity. We testing the mic. It's no longer microphone check.
Here
1,
comes
2,
the
3,
mic
4.
checker.
It's cuter than candy.
Yeah.
Microphone check 1, 2. What is this? 55 order with the roughneck business.
Oh, you guys came in with the
That
lyrics.
was before I was born.
That's a Tribe Called Quest. Y'all youngins don't know nothing about that.
know nothing
You know what
about
I
that.
just heard about on the radio?
What?
They're having a huge hip hop show on August 11th in New York at Yankee Stadium for the 50th anniversary of hip hop. It's
At
mad
Yankee
of them.
Stadium?
Yeah, at Yankee
Yeah,
Stadium.
that gotta be
Really?
crazy.
Mad
Yeah.
people, mad of them, all of them.
Is that LL Cool J's thing?
I
I think he's doing a separate.
don't
joint.
know.
Him
But it
and,
looks like I was trying to look it up this morning and I'm like, yo, I might want to go to that. It's a Friday
When is
night. Friday, August 11th from it starts at 6 o'clock.
I would like to go there.
Yeah.
Let's go to it.
Yep.
Let's go to it. And we have a trip. Is it? You said Friday?
It's a Friday, yeah.
Okay, we leave right after the show.
Is it free?
Go hang. No, girl.
No,
Oh.
definitely.
We leave after the show. Go get a little breakfast and then hit the road.
That quick 3-hour drive.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
quick
You're gonna
3-hour
drive?
drive. Yeah,
Yeah, because it's in the Bronx, so it's right there.
it's like
Yeah.
an hour and a half, but she drives.
15 minutes. We'll be
That's
there.
illegal.
It just might be. It might be. Quick checking. How y'all doing today? Today is a Monday. We have the case of the Mondays. It's going to be 90 degrees. We'll get into the weather a little later. But quick check-in, Miss Tony, Javi, Leah, Rockstone Trismus,
Bop, bop, bop.
Hot Sizzling Sausage. What y'all saying? Let's start with you, Harvey. How are you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. Went from a small movie set to a music studio. I felt kind of famous this weekend.
Good.
I wish I was with y'all on the boat, but you know,
Oh my gosh, that
big,
boat.
big
Money happy Mick.
Money happy Mick.
Yes, money
Jeez.
happy Mick.
Yeah.
Make money, don't make money, make you.
Hello.
Something
Hello.
like that.
Cash rules everything around me.
Yeah.
Cream, get the money.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that.
Dollar bill.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm waiting for you to become a billionaire,
Don't wait for me.
so I could be that cousin that
I
just
don't-
be
Yeah,
like,
get
hey.
back to the people
I
that
might-
worked with you. Like we was here with you, you
Oh,
know.
I might not have it in me, y'all. Might be tired. After this weekend, I was like, oh, this hustling life ain't for me. Give me a little 9 to 5 during the week, working remotely from my house in my drawers.
Well, I
Never
met a lady that does a delivery laundry service, so I'm pretty sure she's hiring.
Oh,
So, you know,
listen,
we
I
could all-
was definitely
I can do
looking
that.
into that this
We can do that.
weekend.
What do you got to
Definitely
do?
looking
Just
for that.
pick up the laundry and
They
send
come and they pick it up, they
Yeah.
wash it and fold it for you and bring it back.
Yeah.
I can do that.
I definitely got her card.
Yeah.
I helped her bring some laundry to her car.
I have many laundries that she can have fun
Yeah,
with.
but the
Listen.
only thing is that can be a little pricey. Like before, they used to charge you by the pound,
Yeah.
right? So it used to be like I used to do drop off laundry service, so
A
drop it
dollar
off.
a pound
It
or
used to be
something.
like $1 a pound.
Mm.
When the laundry service that I was looking at the other day, it is a membership, and it's like $50 a month just to have the membership.
Oh, they
Oh, but then you
got-
pay.
But I gotta pay
oh.
on top of that?
Then you got to pay on top of that, and I was like, oh, maybe I just wash my own clothes.
The amount of time you put into research and just turn that machine on.
Exactly.
Mhm.
Still might be worth. Still
I
might be
don't
worth.
spend $50 a month on laundry, so yeah, maybe I just do it my damn self.
Yes, sir. Leah.
I went to y'all Six Flags for the first time.
Oh, y'all.
Y'all, damn.
She's from
Yeah, I'm
New
not
York,
from here,
you know.
guys.
So
I
she
get
got
Shade.
it.
I'm from New York.
Don't say
I
y'all
little
because y'all don't got a
shade.
Six Flags.
Oh,
The New Jersey. Okay, first
That
of
ain't
all,
y'all's.
First
That's
of all,
not
first
y'all's.
of all,
That's when y'all claim
first of
Jersey.
all,
That
Okay.
ain't Joe.
I'm not hearing it from y'all who live out here in Massachusetts. Okay.
It's still Massachusetts. That means it's all. Yeah, but you went to all.
Anywho,
Yo, that was shade.
How was it?
y'all only have like 7 rides. I was a little
First of
confused.
all, it's dangerous to be on rides anyway.
Yeah.
Who told you that?
Everybody's falling off
Yeah.
and everything's broken.
You know why they're falling? Somebody didn't click. Oh my gosh. We went on the elevator or whatever it's called. My friend's seatbelt
That's
was
that thing
not
that-
clicked in.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That's
No.
It wasn't
crazy.
clicked in.
And you know why people's falling off? Because them staff members is getting younger and younger and they don't care.
They'll be
You
like
know
a whole
what?
12 years old.
You might be right there.
Mhm.
You might be.
Y'all
right
put a
there.
lot of faith in Six Flags engineering. Like I don't do none of those roller coasters. I'll be right there shooting the basketball hoop, getting the
But
little
that's how
teddy
you pay
bears.
$10. First of all, you have to pay your ticket to get inside the actual
Yeah.
entire, and then you're gonna pay $10 for 3 shots, and you're gonna miss every because it's a
Who
rigged
who
game.
gonna miss?
Oh,
I don't miss.
okay.
Tell her, Javi.
I don't miss. That car be packed.
Oh,
We only need one shot.
What you talking about?
I know that when we went to the little fair over here the other day in Canton, Noah, because Noah is in love with plushies. So Noah played all the easy games, and I have so many plushies in my house.
Smart
And
man.
he still wants, whenever we go out, can we buy a plushie? No.
yeah, my sister's
No.
banned. My dad had enough.
I
Because
can't
if you
take
think
all of
about
my
them
damn house.
plushies and their trajectory around the world, they just slide them on everything. They on the ground,
Oh.
they in the air, they outside, they rest them down everywhere. It's just a cesspool
And then
of little
and then they
germs.
want to bring it into your bed.
What is a plushie? I'm still
It's
lost.
it's literally
animals.
a stuffed animal.
So why is it called
Because
a
it's
plushie?
because
Plush.
we're 2023, Tristan.
Oh,
It's
not
2023 and
not
it's
a
we
stuffed
plush.
animal anymore.
Teddy
We
bears,
brush.
stuffed animals, problematic.
I think they started being called plushies after the whole. Oh, what is the fetish? The fetish.
Oh,
thing.
furries.
Oh,
Furries.
furries. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
furries.
Yeah.
Furries is when you have sex with a stuffed animal.
You
don't gotta have
when you
sex.
dress up as an
Yeah.
animal.
So you have
Like
sex
you
with
know that
someone
people in
dressed
cat
as a stuffed
suits,
animal.
yeah,
Oh,
them big old cat suits, and sometimes they dance, and sometimes they put on like lingerie and stuff,
Oh.
and it's like a real scary fetish.
It don't gotta be scared. Don't kink shame.
Why do you know
Don't
about
kink
this?
shame.
Oh, wow.
You're
Is that a
you're in a
thing?
mascot costume, like
I
Is that a
know.
thing?
Sometimes you feel
Kink shame?
comfortable. You know.
Wow.
Sometimes you feel
I
comfortable. with a fur.
am a kink shamer because some of
Yeah.
y'all kinks be like, that's not natural.
And that's
at all.
just
you should really look
nasty.
into that
Yes.
childhood. Like something happened back there.
What's the one called spelunking?
Oh
What's that one?
Jesus! I think that's climbing mountains.
Oh, the one where you with what the girl
You going
accused,
into a dark hole?
what the girl accused Snoop Dogg of making her do.
Oh, she was taking a poop and he made her
Yeah, yeah. Or why? Oh,
The poop.
but the
while she
person
was
taking
while she was
while-
taking a poop, she was also administering.
yeah.
But
But in the fetish, you do that to the person while they're taking the poop.
I'm trying to maintain my no kink shaming stance, but it's very hard right now.
what the hell are
so
you saying to me
I
in my
don't-
face?
That's
I
what it
don't-
is. That's what the fetish is.
Yeah.
It's spelunking or dunking or something like that.
You sound like dunking, all right.
Yeah, that's,
Dumping.
That's horrible.
I know.
That's,
Let me look it
Good
up.
morning, folks.
that's nasty.
Ed, what else did you guys do this
Yeah,
weekend?
thank you.
Besides splunking.
You guys went to Hyde Park over the weekend.
So
and,
we had a very, very fun-filled, very exhaustive weekend.
Yes.
So Friday we started out we went to go do a site visit for Spark the Block. Tickets will go on sale at the end of this week, so you guys be prepared. We would imagine that you guys should go get your tickets ASAP.
Yes.
Number 2,
For what?
Spark the Block.
Oh yes. Yeah.
Number 2, then we went over to Bridge Fest.
Yes.
This is in Hyde Park, where we have a band coming out every Friday from July 15th all the way to August 1st. So this week was Roots Alley Collective Band. Absolutely amazing little event. It was sweet.
It was
It was
very
adorable.
Sweet. Yeah.
Okay, so that was Friday. We went home. On Saturday, however, was Open Streets and the rest of everything that actually could possibly happen in the United States of America.
Yeah. Everything.
Yeah,
Everything.
your
everywhere
timeline was
on
on
every block.
fire.
It didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
We
I'm
was
like,
there all the time,
Yeah.
everywhere. So Open Streets was lit. They had Open Streets Roxbury from Dudley and Blue Hill all the way to Grove Hall.
Mhm.
Lots of activations, lots of people out there, resource tables, DJing, music. Big shout out to Courtney Boston, who held down the main stage with yours truly, backed by Gary Bantan and T. Lawson. And that was a very, very, very fun time.
And fronted by that little man that danced all day.
Bro danced for 5 hours straight
All
without
day.
ceasing.
Yes.
Without ceasing.
Yes.
Amazing. Right after that,
He's built for the road,
He
yo.
was.
went back to Hyde Park because Hyde Park had day 2, which was the vendor pop up in Hyde Park. That will be better in the weeks to come. There was just too many things to go.
Yeah.
And then
So this is going on throughout the summer?
4 weeks throughout the summer.
That's dope.
And then we experienced one of the best boat rides of the season so far.
I mean-
the Togetherness boat ride.
I mean,
Just
It was.
I mean,
it was just
That-
freaking
that-
fun.
It looked like a lot of fun.
It was just fun.
it was so good.
It was happiness and a lot of
It
frolicking.
was,
And
and
a-
just a lot. Everybody, people were there to dance. It wasn't no cuteness. It wasn't no nothing. Even though everybody looked really, really nice, the yellow theme was really, really dope.
Really nice.
And people were there just dancing and having fun and just doing the thing. And it was just it was a good time. Shout out to You Nice Productions for that.
Shout out
It's
to
always
Rockstone Triz.
and Rockstone Triz for that. Just amazing time.
According to my mom, y'all had all the food.
Yeah,
All
there
the
was
food. I didn't get none.
much
Yeah.
food.
Did y'all?
Work-
I didn't get all I got is the little adult Lunchable. Which
Yo,
was
that Lunchables was
that little
hitting.
adult Lunchable was amazing. It was
I
like
ain't gonna lie, I
a
had
set
2
of
in my
crackers,
purse.
2 grapes, some cheeses,
Yep,
and a little garnish.
and a sprig of thyme.
I feel like an adult Lunchable should come with a joint.
Oh, it was
Oh,
so cute.
so if you was on the boat, you probably would have had
You
one.
probably would
All right,
have
So
had
yeah.
it.
the Lunchables were for the party bus. We wasn't even supposed to have.
Oh, those
Oh,
Lunchables.
those
Y'all
came
should have
in.
Lunchables throughout the night
For
because those
real.
Lunchables hit.
Yeah, they did.
One thing Honduran's gonna do, they gonna feed you. Y'all have food on the party bus
She
to the boat.
had chicken, steak, pork, and vegetarian meal.
Man.
Like, which one do you want?
Yeah.
And salad,
And
fish,
Mhm.
and adult Lunchables. And it was good.
Yeah.
Shout out to You Nice for putting 2 bars on the boat and making sure that was
Jeez.
there.
Can we stop and pause?
Yes.
For the
Wow.
cause.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've probably been on about 46 boat rides
Yep.
in my life.
Yep.
And of the 46, maybe 3 of them have had more than 1 bar.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand why all of them don't, instead of having people wait in line for 2 hours to get a drink.
Yep.
It doesn't make any sense. So again, shout out to y'all
Yeah. Yeah.
for doing it.
Make
Yeah.
sure people good.
Yeah. It was really, really good. It was really good.
And then on Sunday, a lot of things got rained out.
Yeah.
A lot of things got rained out. One thing, however, did not get rained out, and that was the Kitties band launching, which
So cute.
was absolutely
Yeah.
It
phenomenal.
was lit.
It was lit.
Lit.
It was 100% lit.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I mean,
Let's see if I can show them some
let
video.
show them some video, because I want you guys to be out here supporting these kids in a major way August 19th, because they deserve your support. They deserve your visibility and your attendance.
Everybody needs to see. If yesterday was
Yes.
just a band launching, I can't wait for the carnival. And
Yeah.
like, I was hyped because I was like, oh, well, you know how this goes.
Here we go. It's playing on the screen right now.
That little one right there. That's my little goddaughter right there.
That's a picture, yo.
Which one?
The little flower baby.
right there.
The little flower children. This one.
there.
Oh, I have a good picture of her from yesterday.
Because first of all, she never let go of that purple flower ever.
Never.
Ever. She never let go of that flower. That flower was
She had a
in the
job
air. Look
to
at her.
do.
Look at her. Look, she was like, they gave me one job. I'm gonna dance.
So
Hold my flower.
the 2 little ones that were flower girls, orchids or something like that. I don't know, with the pink and the green.
Yes.
Them 2 did dance. When the dancing started, I was like, oh my gosh, look at these. They danced.
The ones that
I took so many pictures and photos and videos.
What about the
yesterday.
ones that came out with Daryl and Scoops? They're winding up a storm
Oh,
there. And
the little boy,
and then the little boy.
William. I was like, get it. Well, Akeisha's son, William, was.
Oh, it was this.
Oh. And then he took the hands down and just had him out like this. And I was like, William, the waist, man.
And I'm gonna
Jeez.
no shade, but we haven't had a real kiddies carnival in maybe about 6 to 10
No
years.
shade. Shade.
No, well, it is
Shade.
some shade. And what we saw yesterday displayed by these little models,
Yep.
because that's only a fraction of what we're gonna actually
Right.
have out on the road. If you think about it, they're just designing one costumes.
Yeah.
So multiply all of those by probably 10.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let's just, for each outfit, by 10.
Yeah.
These babies deserve to be out on the road. They deserve to know about their culture. They deserve to witness it and to explore it and to grow up remembering when they was wearing flowers all the way to the time where they end up wearing pasties. You know, like,
oh, geez.
let them evolve. Let them evolve.
Passing,
yes.
Raise their children as you would like them to
I wore
go.
all the clothes. Now that I'm adult and I can do whatever I want to. If I want to wear a pasty, okay.
Yeah.
But for right now, all those outfits were kid appropriate.
Yes.
They didn't show no skin.
I wanted to wear some of them.
That little unicorn
that
one.
unicorn one
was fun.
it was very cute. I want to put on that dress.
This is why when you come to Carnival for the first time, try not to keep up with the original folk, because they've been winding up and touching roads since they was toddlers.
Yes, exactly.
Yo, just make sure you hydrate.
It was so good to see. Shout out to Angie, signed up for Blue Lotus with Socoholics yesterday. There was a lot of parents in there that were signing up their kids because it was just a beautiful thing to see, and just to see these kids like in their innocence, feeling good and looking good and having a good time. It was great. I was so happy to be there.
So if you have little ones and you're listening right now and you missed the band launching, make sure that you follow BSOCCAH, BSOCCAH across all social media. If you don't, you can email that same thing, bsoca@gmail.com. We'll send you the information for all the different bands. Register your kids, register your kids, register your kids. It's really important. We want them all out there to have a good time. After they have their little road marching from Franklin Park, the entrance, to the back of Franklin Park, they're going to have a big little jamboree, a big jamboree for the kids with lots of free things, lots of fun, and lots of things to do. So make sure you guys bring them a change of clothes if they are in mask costumes, if you don't want to get it all messy.
And bring them some water. Get the kids some water.
Donate water. If you guys can, along with registering your kids, donate a water. It's $5 for a whole whatever. Get the little ones so that on that day, if it's hot, if it's cold, whatever it is, that the kids have something to do. So we're asking for the community support with that, and we'll send you guys more information. Today, however, before I forget, is ADSL Family Fun Day outside of Fields Corner in that big field across from Target. Purity Supreme for you older folks. We're out there with another fun day of free stuff, music, dancing, food, community for the kids. This is a kid summer.
Yeah.
It's a kid summer.
It's a hot kid summer.
Hot kid summer. ADSL today, 4 to 7. 4 to 7. It ain't long. But it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Very nice.
Let's get into this show because today is a Money Matters Monday. And we got a special guest stopping in today. I don't know. Maybe we do. I don't know. Let's go into the show.
Call Spark FM at 617-272-3387.
The only thing that does matter is great music, and you will find it here.
The all-new Spark FM.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
What'd you see? Somebody dressed up as a baby?
Yo, apparently Miss Tony's on the black hole of fetishes right now.
I did.
Why? What kind of fetishes are you finding?
Oh, so it's called Blumpkin, the one that I was talking about. But I found a list of 20 weird fetishes that you never knew existed. But right now I'm partaking in my new fetish, which is ingrown toenail removal.
What?
Gosh, it's so sad.
No, it's not satisfying. It's nasty.
Look at this.
I mean, you got to take care of the ingrown toenails.
I know, it's so fascinating.
No.
First of all, I don't want to see nothing that looked like it hurt. It looked like it hurt. Can you, just pause for the cause real quick. What are some of the fetishes?
Let's look.
I'm too curious to go on.
I know, it's not even Freaky Friday. Some of the fetishes. Agomatophilia is the attraction to inanimate objects. So, like dolls and mannequins. Macrophiliacs get off on giant things.
Jeez.
Spectrophiliacs are riled up by ghosts. Needless to say, bussin' makes them feel good. I don't know what that is. Trichophiliacs dig long hair. Kleptolanglia is all about stealing.
But how does steal make you horny?
How you know?
I feel like I know a couple
Something
people like
about
that.
that.
They got it.
It's sexually arousing some people. I'm guessing that they're huge Jane's Addiction fans. I don't know
Like,
what
is
that means.
Target gonna ban you or not? Like,
Catoptronophilia is a fetish for mirrors. These people enjoy masturbating in front of their reflection or having orgies in front of mirrors. And
They seem kind of normal though.
I thought that was like voyeurism.
Abasiophiliacs are into leg braces or other orthopedic appliances.
Okay, that's weird.
You know,
Abasiophiliacs.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You seek out somebody who is missing an appendage.
Yeah.
Or you
can't
find
move.
somebody and
Or-
you cause them to lose an appendage.
That's
Leg braces or other orthopedic appliances. So like leg braces or what? Like wheelchairs
A
or
sling.
a walker.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
A CNI dog.
Yeah. That's so
why
crazy.
the dog gotta be brought in here?
Coprophilia
Yeah, that's
is
gross.
this sexual attraction to feces.
Yeah.
See, that's just freaking nasty, and that should be punished at the full extent of the law.
Hobophilia, what's that?
That's when you jump in from house to house.
Hobophilia is what most women
remember
I
that?
feel suffer from.
Y'all remember
Sexual fantasies with homeless people.
Oh
Yeah.
damn!
Yeah.
that? You guys remember that thing back in the day? 2 girls, 1 cup.
Yo.
You remember that?
Good morning, everyone.
That was so
Happy
nasty.
Monday.
Don't look it up.
Yeah, they hit us with that in the 6th grade.
Did-
Oh,
Sixth grade?
grade.
Did it hurt y'all
Poor baby.
babies
And
like
I
that?
was sitting in social studies, and one boy, it's always the boys just doing
Yes,
too much.
definitely the
He was
boys.
like, y'all know about this one video? Well, don't look it up. Don't look it up. And we was all sitting like, girl, what's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Ooh, it was up for
That was
everybody.
so like I really regret watching that. Tripsolagniacs are aroused by having their hair shampooed. Axillism.
I get that.
That's
My
sexy,
beard, I
though.
get my
That
is
beard.
sexy.
Yeah.
Axillism is the desire to have sex with someone's armpit.
Okay.
I mean,
Everybody has their quirks.
I mean,
I mean, the visual.
sometimes, you get into the heat of the moment. Sometimes it's dark. You never know. You don't know what's happening.
Paraphiliac infantilism is the fetish of wearing a diaper and pretending to be a baby.
Oh,
Oh
no.
father.
Chinolophilia means you're having a thing for turtles. You have
Oh,
a
I
thing for
didn't.
turtles.
I didn't go there at all. I didn't get turtles out of that.
Chelonophilia. Formicophiliacs have a bug obsession. Hematolagniacs are
Blood.
basically sexual vampires. You're right.
Mhm.
Why you know that? You nasty.
And
She's
hemoglobin.
Ursasaglamatophiliacs get randy with teddy bears. Claustrophilia is the sexual attraction to tight places. That's all men have that.
Miss Grip.
That's probably why they always on me, boy. I tell you. Sorry.
Yo.
Climacophiliacs achieve sexual arousal from seeing someone fall downstairs.
I just find that extremely funny.
That's
Crazy.
mean.
That's abuse. Mesophilia was when rotting flesh turns someone on.
First of all, don't that stink?
Oh, oops.
I mean, if there's a poop fetish, I mean,
Cessiphilia, I don't even know.
We almost done, y'all.
It's the arousal by stuttering. Whether the person who gave it such a hard to pronounce name is just cruel or really good at turning people on is up for debate.
I can see how that can happen too with a little stutter.
Oh
You
my
know,
God.
you get a little extra. boop, 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 boop,
I mean,
boop.
that's how you got pregnant. So.
wow.
Wow.
I mean,
What do you have to say to that?
I
wouldn't
don't
take
I don't
that.
even know. I don't even know how she knows something more than I do.
The other baby's father got a slight stutter.
A slight, but I would assume. I mean, yeah.
Wow.
told you don't kink shame. You never know what your
I mean,
kink is.
shoot. Damn it.
Man.
I didn't even know. That's true, Lawanda. Who sat down and named these?
Some sick person, some
Because-
another kind of philiac.
Because that all of this amongst rangaviliac, like that's a lot. That is a whole lot.
That one that I couldn't even pronounce. It's and there's mad letters. There's at least 14 letters in each one.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Put my science hat on. They all those names are like based
Oh, yes.
in Latin and
We're
science.
definitely down a rabbit hole, Janet.
Yeah,
Definitely down there.
What
We're
else
all
do
the
we
way
wanna
down
know?
there.
You're with us too. Welcome. Welcome to the dark side.
Welcome to the rabbit hole.
What else do we want to know? How many letters is in this one? This one. What's that? 1, 2, 3,
Urso
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Sagamatophilia.
That sounds like
11,
something
12, 13,
saggy.
14, 15, 16, 17.
That got to be the longest word in
All right,
English.
all right.
21 letters in that.
Okay, let's get into the
Oh, yes. Well, yes, we have a whole show to do.
yes.
Yes, we do. Let's get into
News.
the news. We got to start with El Wediando. So I think Mother Nature hates us.
Absolutely, she does.
100%. The weekends, any weekend or any day off that we should be out celebrating has ended in rain. And I'm thinking about Juneteenth, July 4th, this weekend, like everything. Oh, okay. Yes, we do have everything is happening. And let me get into it. I got distracted for a
Mother
minute.
Nature don't hate us. We've
What
been
is-
screwing Mother Nature for years. We've been telling y'all global warming is happening. Now Mother Nature's like, all right, I'm going to rain on
And
all
El
y'all
Ni-
parades.
And El Nino. El Nino.
I didn't mind the rain very much yesterday, though, to be honest. It's been so hot.
Because we didn't go anywhere too. So when you're
Yeah.
in the house, I sat with my door open and just had a good old time.
Saturday was so oppressively hot. It was oppressive.
It was
It's hard to
not
breathe.
okay.
Well, someone that likes their
Everything.
house, yo, I do not mind the rain. Like just chilling at home, the TV off, listening to the rain hit the little gutters. It's like that's
I
just
do
life.
like that. I like when the rain
That's life.
beats against my air
That's
conditioner.
why I like going to the islands where I can have the ironclad roof and
Yeah.
it beats down.
Galvanized.
Yes.
You stayed in a hut when you go to the
I
islands?
do. One time we almost stayed in the hut. We was like, nah.
Yeah, we did not do that. We couldn't stay there.
Okay. All right. So today is going to be a high of 89 degrees, the low of 72. Partly cloudy conditions expected around 6 p.m. But other than that, it should be a pretty clear day. Very, very nice day. High of 89. If you can find a body of water, go on down and sit down in it. It's hot.
I know, because remember they said that like 90% of the beaches in Massachusetts are closed because of bacteria. So if you,
Nuh-uh, for real?
something
Like E. coli
something
and
like
all that
that.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
and I just said I
bacteria in
wanted to
all
go
the
swim.
waters.
Nasty.
Basically, the
Ooh.
water's been telling us to stay out of it.
Yeah.
For a long
Yo,
time.
we done.
Lawanda said that it's expected to be hot this whole we are having an extended spring summer so summer has really yet to arrive.
Wait,
But
what?
this week will be hot. All hot.
What I mean? I mean we gonna have summer up until like October.
This is like I keep telling y'all, this is going to be one of the hottest.
Tristan told us
years.
El Nino is
One of
here.
the hottest 2 years between this year and next year, and it's going to go damn near until October. It's going to be extremely hot. The waters have yet to heat up to their peak.
To their peak, yeah. And they're warm now.
And they're warm now.
Very warm.
It's very warm, extremely warm.
Yep.
98 degrees last week in Tampa, Florida.
They
When
tried to
y'all-
warn us.
When y'all say warm, so if I go there, I won't have a problem getting into the water.
I mean,
No,
other
you
than
will,
the
'cause it's gonna be
bacteria,
too hot.
but
Yeah, that's like
We just
that's
can't
damn
win.
near jacuzzi weather.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
jacuzzi, like it's hot. Like, and not only that, that's when it's time for hurricane season. The hurricanes.
It's gonna be
thrive
even
off
worse.
of-
How
Yeah.
are
They
the
thrive off of
fishies
hot
and
water.
stuff surviving though?
there's a lot of
So-
extinctions that's been happening because of the water
Fish
water
tea.
temperature
Fish
changing.
tea.
So,
Oh, that's
some
terrible.
fish they change their migration patterns.
Oh,
You know,
Oh.
it's National Geographic real quick.
really?
Some fish. So I think there's like dangerous jellyfish that are ending up in beaches where they normally don't end up in.
I've heard that. I've heard
Things
that.
are changing, yo. Like the fish that need colder water are moving north.
Yeah.
Mm.
Is that why there's so many sharks too?
I think there's always been sharks out here.
Yeah, but there's like an influx.
Sharknado.
I don't know, man.
Shark Week.
All right, let's get into the news. I'm
Buy a
going to jump
Tesla.
around. There's lots of news going around. So Newton man has beat his, it's Monday. A Newton man, big news, a Newton man has beat his wife to death.
Jeez.
Yesterday at approximately 8:21 p.m., a juvenile inside the home called 911 to report the ongoing assault. The preliminary investigation suggested that during the physical altercation, Richard Hansen allegedly struck his wife with one or more objects multiple times. The Office of the Chief Medical Examiner has ruled the death a homicide, and the cause of death was blunt force trauma. Mayor Ruth Ann Fuller writes, I am writing this just 3 weeks after the tragic murder of Jill and Bruno D'Amore and Jill's mother, Lucia Arpino. Remember the three? They were going to get married and the man broke into their house and killed them all. Our community is reeling, and I know so many of us are feeling unsettled. This is the time to reach out to family, friends, faith leaders, and mental health professionals
64-year-old
rather than
Richard
hunkering
Hansen
down
is
and
facing
going
several
at it
charges,
alone.
including assault
This is
with
just
intent.
terrible.
Yeah, it's awful.
They found his wife. Police found his wife, Nancy, with apparent blunt force injuries at their 66 Brookline Street home last night. Police and the Middlesex County District Attorney's Office reported she was rushed to a Boston hospital where she died, officials said, adding Hansen will now face additional charges.
Inside
That's
their Brookline
disgusting.
Street home Saturday night. Police say it was a juvenile who called 911 around 8:20. 54-year-old Nancy Hansen was found with apparent blunt force injuries and was taken to the hospital where she later died. This is an ongoing investigation, but authorities say it appears her husband allegedly struck her several times with one or more objects. Just days before the assault, a restraining order was issued for Richard Hansen. The mayor releasing a statement encouraging anyone who is a victim of domestic violence to reach out for help. Richard Hansen is being held without bail and will be in court today. The DA's office says more charges are expected. We're live outside Newton District Court. Brianna Borghi, WCVB News.
So where was the juvenile that was in the home while this was happening?
Probably there watching.
Yeah, like, could be a young juvenile. Not much he can do. He or
They
she
said a
can do.
9 year. Was it not? Did they give it an age?
They didn't say
No.
the age.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm glad the most they could do is call 9. That's so terrible.
Yeah, what does it take to beat somebody to death?
Like, what
that's
did they do?
Crazy. to me.
Yeah.
Like,
they're your wife, the mother of your child.
I can't even imagine.
But these kind of things go on so much that
Yeah.
it's just nasty and ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean,
terrible.
and I feel like this might sound weird, but we're talking about like the heat and all this other stuff that's happening, and I wonder like if that has any contributing factors to people like losing their temper even faster. And
absolutely.
See if these things happen even
Imagine
more.
that.
That makes sense.
It does make a lot of sense. This heat really irritates you to your soul.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
MBTA green line to begin 12-day shutdown. Shuttle buses will continue service from Kenmore to BC. What did I didn't know? Did I know this? Do we know this? They were shutting down too for 12 days.
No, I didn't.
So the
That
MBTA
has
will
to
be
new.
shutting down the B branch of the Green Line for 12 days starting today.
That's mine.
Is it?
How am I supposed to get what?
Good luck.
But
She didn't even know.
however, free shuttle buses will take commuters
free,
between
great.
Kenmore and Boston College.
Okay.
The shutdown from July 17th to July 28th is part of a system-wide plan to renovate the aging transit system by replacing track and ties, the MBTA said. Last month, a train derailed on the B line at Packard's Corner, which is one of the areas that will see major repair to the tracks. Just a little further down the line, the MBTA will also be fully replacing the tracks between the Harvard Avenue and Gregg Street stops.
Yeah, it's needed.
This summer is going to be not only hot, but
Traffic. Yo, not the highway is just useless now. It's just,
Yeah.
like the traffic now is ridiculous.
But even traffic in the city is bad all
Yeah.
the time. And it's side note, people, if you're going to drive under 20 miles per hour,
Stay home.
pull over and don't go nowhere because that's ridiculous.
You might as well just walk.
Sometimes when people are in front of me driving 20 miles per hour, I want to put my car in park, walk up to their car because you can.
And punch them.
Punch them in the face. Because what are you doing? If you don't got nowhere to go, don't go nowhere.
Facts.
To be fair,
Fully.
your road rage is on another level.
It is because of people driving less than 20 miles per
You know,
hour.
that's fair.
And because there's Subarus and Priuses on the road.
What did Prius do to you?
Prius is stupid.
Yo, there's been a lot of hate for Priuses lately.
You know what I was behind today? A Mitsubishi. I was like, do they still make those? Why are you driving 17? Get the fuck out of my way. What the hell?
Dude,
That's how you feeling?
Yes.
sis?
I was angry.
Yes, you were.
Shit.
yo, that was the most aggressive Mitsubishi.
Where you get that from?
1988.
Exactly.
Investigation update. So additional photos of suspect following a kidnapping in Dorchester. So this over the weekend, there was BPD community alert about 2:55 p.m. on Friday. Officers assigned to C11 Dorchester responded to a report of a kidnapping on Geneva Ave and Leroy Street in Dorchester. While responding to the scene, officers received information that the victim's truck was stolen and their infant child was still inside the truck.
Damn.
The stolen truck fled to Geneva Ave towards Bowdoin Street, operated by the suspect. The suspect is described as a heavy-set, light-skinned Hispanic male, last seen wearing a gray shirt, gray pants, with long hair and a beard. Officers located the infant's parents, who reported while parking at 430 Geneva Ave, they exited the truck to tend to their 2-year-old. The suspect entered their truck and fled towards Bowden Street with the infant inside the truck.
While they were standing right there?
Literally, while they went around the car to get the other one, somebody got into their car and stole their car with the baby still in it.
Damn.
Moments later, the suspect returned to 430 Geneva Ave and placed the infant, who was still in the car seat, on the sidewalk.
That was nice.
I mean,
The suspect then fled again with the stolen vehicle towards Bowden Street. The infant was reunited with his parents and Boston EMS to evaluate the incident. After an hour, the officers located the stolen truck on Columbia Road. Boston Police Department is actively reviewing the facts and circumstances surrounding the incident. Anyone with information is strongly urged to contact Boston Police.
now that's a nice carjacker.
That
It
is
That's
nice.
a real nice.
He was like, I stole the truck for Grand Theft Auto,
Yeah.
not kidnapping, so I'm going to put this one back.
Yeah, he probably did it all gentle.
That turned your 5 years into 50. Like,
Yeah.
you need to put that baby back.
I
Yeah,
saw
for
the
real,
video of
for
him
real.
placing it out. He wasn't that. He took it
Oh, we
out.
have a video of him?
Yeah. He took it out by the handle, placed it at the corner of the sidewalk. Before the door could close, the door hit the little thing. It moved a lot, and then he just drove off. He's like, I don't care what happened to the baby. I just don't want it.
He was like, "F them kids."
Take it out. He's crying.
So did they ever catch him?
No.
No.
They still haven't caught him yet.
Leave that man alone.
He's a hero.
Just
Yeah.
needed a ride. He just needed to get to Columbia Road.
Yeah.
Obviously.
He is a hero.
Yeah, the tra-
He
he was behind the Mitsubishi doing 25 miles per hour. Got frustrated. Took the truck.
I'm gonna borrow this car right there. I gotta get down to Columbia Road.
But that's so
Y'all
crazy
can come
'cause,
get
like,
it here.
sometimes, like you get out of the car when you're at the gas station. You don't always turn the car off,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you walk in to go pay inside because they say that's better to do now with your credit card. And you leave the car running. Can you imagine somebody just jumping in your car and taking off like that? But these people literally
Yes,
pulled
which
I
is
know,
why I
know.
don't leave the car running and I lock my door.
But these people literally pulled over and just
Yeah.
stepped out of the car to tend to their 2-year-old. And
Yeah.
this man was like, jumped in and rode off.
I would have
That
been
is-
pissed off.
I would have been upset too. Like, why you? I just stepped
Give
out
back-
for like, how long was that? 3 seconds?
2 seconds. And then I hate when people don't read. Cause they be like, why you leave the baby in the car?
Right.
In the car. I had to go get the other goddamn one. I got 2 of them.
Exactly.
What's wrong with y'all? Go stop having multiple kids at the same time.
Hello.
Just have one.
Hello. They don't want to hear
That's
you.
the
though.
perfect number.
Don't you control people's uterus? Hell.
Damn Clarence Thomas.
That's my middle name.
Javi Clarence.
Can't stand y'all black people.
Uncle Tom Thomas. That's terrible.
That
What's
is
he up
awful.
to these days? What other rights is he
Oh,
Daryl-
he's working on something.
Daryl said, "I actually meet the mall's opening time now on the weekends to avoid traffic."
You
I'm one
have
of the old
to.
people.
You have to either get there early or when it's almost closing.
Yep.
When they about to close the door down on you, be like, please, let me just get a drawers.
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
One
y'all still go to malls?
that's why
That's
I
another
shop
thing, too.
online.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like what
that's-
is that?
You
What
right.
is a mall?
You got that.
Yeah.
No, but some things you gotta go to the mall for.
like some cinnamon?
No, I'm gonna tell you right now though. As soon as they start, as soon as we can shop
you
for
go.
Primark online, I will never see a mall again.
Yo, malls.
That's the only reason why I go to the mall. I need some
So
socks.
Primark can't shop online.
No,
Get out of here.
I need
Really?
some socks for my son
That's weird.
or a cheap T-shirt, and that's why I go. That's
Um,
the only reason.
We went to the Target at South Shore Plaza and we ended up in the mall. I felt so weird just walking around. I'm like, people just walking around here buying stuff when they can just shop online. What's wrong with y'all?
You're supposed to go to the mall if you need some leisurely time.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you need to just kind of like sit down in between stores, get a little one of them little pretzels
Mm.
and a little nice lemonade.
I get that.
Pretzels.
Yeah.
And
You
sometimes
go
you
to
get
the
fancy, get the
mall
pretzel with the
the
hot
day
dog in
of.
it.
Yes.
If you need like,
Yeah.
I didn't get the outfit for this.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
gotta get
that's
some
when
real
you go
quick.
to the mall.
That's true.
If
You're-
you go to the mall and you don't have anything to buy, you will just not buy anything.
Right.
Just walking
Instead
around.
of walking around.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Just
good on that.
the window
Um,
shopping.
Or we go to the mall sometimes for the boys. Be like, can we go to the park? And we be like, yes.
To the mall.
mall.
Sit down in
To
the
the
food
mall.
court. for
Do y'all know
hours.
how traumatizing that is as a young boy?
Let them
What?
run. And
I remember growing up and literally being in the mall with my mom and y'all parents for 8 hours.
Literally.
we did do that.
We did.
Yo, a
We did.
full-time job in
We
the
did do
mall.
that.
On a Saturday after church,
Yeah.
after we
Church.
finish eating, we
Yeah.
go to the to the mall,
To the mall.
and
Yeah.
sit there until the damn doors closed,
Yeah.
and it wasn't right.
Yes.
wasn't
We
fair
good.
to us.
And now I have this shopping addiction, and it ain't my fault.
It ain't your fault. It ain't your
It
fault.
ain't my fault.
Shame.
Arrests have been made in the human remains trade tied to Harvard Medical School. Good.
Oh, well, I thought they already arrested. Oh, these are the people who are buying the parts. Okay.
Well, it was a whole ring. It was a whole ring of people.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
I got a head on
Yeah.
lock right quick. You want this?
Yeah.
I mean, we
What
read
do you
that
do
story
with
on
that?
Friday about
Little
somebody who bought the pelvis.
Yes.
And all of that.
Well, can I just clarify? Because my mother-in-law was so excited to tell me this story. She's like, "You're Harvard selling body parts," and I'm like, "It wasn't Harvard. First of all, it wasn't the school. There's no Harvard school. It's Harvard Medical School. One, right? And it was the person that ran the morgue was selling it to random folk.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with Harvard. Harvard wasn't trying to make $30,000 off of no body parts.
Oh, no. Well, Harvard itself, right? It was just the morgue man.
It was a morgue manager
But from
and his
Trying
girl.
to tell me
The
Harvard
Harvard-
didn't get a
So
little
how Harvard named
donation.
Doug
Harvard
Ryan's all
Medical
this?
School morgue. These are the bodies that were donated for
I'll
science.
say they made
right?
a total of $32,000. That's
That's
not
it?
even a quarter of what you pay to get into Harvard.
That's how much
So
they
wait.
made
Yeah.
off of selling people's.
So people
family.
they not even worth a lot then. Bones is not even. I thought they would be like a delicacy.
Think about people that are
Delicacy.
buying bones. They ain't rich. They weirdos.
You right.
They probably
Yeah.
work at
You
Hot
got-
Topic.
You
They
got
work at
that.
Hot Topic.
This ain't no.
You got
Right.
that.
Yeah, they talking about.
I like when you put things in perspective.
Yeah.
Bill Gates ain't out here buying. Bill Gates
Yeah.
ain't out here buying whole body parts.
Yeah, you're right.
2 former organized crime officers from Massachusetts will not worry about being executed, at least not by the government, if a jury
Executed.
convicts them of smashing Whitey Bulger's head in.
Oh.
They was to smash that man's head right in, and they
Oh,
will
they
not.
did him dirty.
And I
Back
don't
in
think they didn't
2018.
kill him like that.
Oh, they did
In
him
a notice
dirty.
of intent filed last week, the U.S. Attorney's Office for Northern West Virginia told a judge that it would not seek the death sentence. So, should Fortios Gies be convicted of first-degree murder and first-degree murder by a federal inmate serving a life sentence, and Paul DeGrolero, he convicted of first-degree murder. Gies and DeGrolero allegedly cornered and killed Bulger, 89, about 12 hours after he was transferred from a prison in Florida to the one in West Virginia, where they were inmates. Both have since been transferred to different federal prisons elsewhere in the country.
This is what I'm saying. He was 89 years old. Y'all didn't have to do him like
please.
that.
You know what he
Killed like
did?
What
30
he did
people.
to all the people.
There's still bodies somewhere in South Boston because of this, whatever, Somerville, because of this dude.
I know. On Winter Hill.
One of these men, Gies, was serving a life sentence for several murders in Springfield.
Oh, see?
And he's local.
The
A
pot
third-
calling the kettle black.
A third inmate was charged with acting as a lookout and lying to investigators.
Shit.
And they was wild in there. They was like, I'm in here anyways.
What I got to
Yeah,
lose?
but
What y'all gonna do to me?
And now we heroes.
Who gonna check me?
Yeah.
And in 2022, Justice Department report on Bulger's murder found serious job performance and management failures at multiple levels. They let that man be killed.
Yeah.
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 Bulger himself killed or ordered the death of 19 people during his reign in South Boston.
And he was a snitch.
And-
That's what he got murdered
Whitey
for.
was a rat too.
He was a rat, like a rat. Like,
so he didn't even go out with no dignity.
nah,
Damn,
that's why he was
Whitey.
avoiding prison like a
Poor thing.
like a Whitey Bulger.
His
Like
little his little girlfriend died too, right?
Oh yeah, I think she did die.
yeah, but
Yeah, I
like
think she died.
They had remember he had X $1 million hidden in the wall and all that.
Yep. Yep. They
And last but not least, before we get into Money
They had
Matters
a good
Monday,
run.
brought to you by Chase Bank, who's going to talk to us about summertime stuff.
Before you go into that, can we talk about the shooting in the North End? Did you see it?
Whoa.
Yes.
Yes.
There was an update in here.
Maybe it's on the other one. Remember, we have 2 pages.
So what? Which one?
The
The
shooting.
shooting in the North
The,
End
the mafia
at the modern
shooting.
pastry.
Wait, there was a mafia shooting.
On a bike, brother.
Yeah,
on
on
a
a
bike.
Yeah.
Yep.
So let's see here. Arrest warrant for North End restaurant owner after shots fired outside a modern pastry.
Yeah.
An arrest warrant has been issued for one of the owners of Boston North End restaurant following a shots fired incident camera on outside a modern party shop.
Is the video there?
I think he's looking for it.
Oh, okay.
The warrant was issued by Patrick Mendoza, 54, on Boston on a number of charges, including assault to murder.
Mm-hmm.
Mendoza is one of the owners of Monica's Trattoria.
Oh.
Trattoria.
Mm-hmm.
in the North End. Surveillance video obtained by WCVV shows the shots fired incident on Hanover Street, which happened just before 11 p.m. on Wednesday on the street outside Modern Parks Pastry Shop. So here
wild.
it is. It is there.
Things
Yeah.
freezing up.
Hold on. It's freezing up. So from what I could, the man rode up on a pedal bike. It was a one that he probably purchased.
Yeah, it
What, a
didn't
blue
look like
bike?
it didn't look like a blue bike.
No.
Yes.
It didn't have no basket in the front.
Yo, that's wild. Don't shoot me on a blue bike.
Don't shoot me on a blue bike.
Matter of fact, don't shoot me in the North End. That's so touristy. That's crazy.
Trying to look for the video. So he was he rode up on a pedal bike. And then when he rode up, he just got out and he got off. He got off and started shooting at the dude. And then the dude kind of trying to ran over. And then he got back on his pedal bike.
Yeah.
And then he pedaled away.
But my thing, it looks like he's ducking behind the car, but he's the one with the gun. Like, why is he ducking behind the car?
Because he want to make sure ain't nobody come back after. He got to get
Ain't
back on
nobody
his bike.
shooting back at him.
Nobody
Here
shooting
we
back
are.
at him.
You got it?
Yeah.
None of them was ready.
In front of Modern Pastry.
Here's the clip right here.
Yo, this is just unreal.
This lady been working. She been in
She-
every
I
news
know
story.
she sure has.
For assault and battery in connection to that shooting. We spoke to the man he shot at, who tells us he's thankful to be alive.
Anyway,
We're doing like a run around the circle, the Jeep, he's trying to get a good shot at me.
Surveillance video showing the moment Rocco Giovanello dodges a bullet as he's standing outside of
Like,
Modern Pastry in the North End.
They're running
Wednesday
around
night.
someone's
He
car.
passed by me. I heard it go by me.
He spoke to News Center 5
Oh,
over
you
the
see the
phone.
you see the bullet going in the window?
Jeep is what saved me.
The pastry shop taking the hit instead. The man accused of firing the shot is 54-year-old Patrick Mendoza, co-owner of Monica's Trattoria, which is 900 feet away
what?
from Modern Pastry. Surveillance video shows a man riding a bike toward Giovanello and firing multiple times.
I knew it was coming. I said, this kid's going to do so. I got to be ready.
An arrest warrant was issued against Mendoza for assault and battery. According to court documents, there has been an ongoing feud involving multiple incidents over the last several years. Mendoza was in court for a probation hearing hours before the shooting.
So I guess they didn't like the news they got in court that day.
Police consider Mendoza armed and dangerous as they continue searching for him. If you see him, they urge you to call 911.
I'm just glad no one got hurt or killed. I'm more worried about my family than myself. Now he's still running around. They don't know where he is.
Giovanello tells us he's extremely worried about his safety and hopes Mendoza is arrested soon. We're live in the North End. Brianna Borghi, WCVB.
What do you do with that information?
is it racist to say that's the most Italian story I've
It
heard?
literally, bro
In my
said,
life.
to hell with a car.
Yeah.
I'm going to get on my bike. I need to get this shit done.
Yeah.
And I want it done today.
Those are the pastry ops.
He literally rolled up on him.
Literally.
But did you
Bumped
see?
into the
He-
Jeep.
he-
and man got off
Because
the
he
front.
bumped into the van as he shot. As the bullet came out of the gun, he ran.
He can't even ride the bike properly.
Literally a drive-by because I'm holding one hand and the gun is so straight. Bing,
It looked like a pistola.
bing. All right,
Looks like
I
he's
can't
never
get
held
him.
a gun in his life.
Let
with
me
the way
get
his arm was
bing.
just going.
That dude's ducking bullets.
Let me
That
ask a
gun
question.
was long as
It's-
hell.
Let me ask you a
Might have
question.
been a musket.
What is happening when you
barrel.
make friggin' pastries that make you so angry with someone that you want to drive by on a bike and shoot them?
And
You make
kill them.
pastries. You make fun things, fun, beautiful snacks for people to have a good. No,
What's
He
the
makes
name
a
of- what-
living, okay?
what's the name of the restaurant
This is his life.
the name of the-
Modern Pastry.
Modern pastry.
and
Oh,
Tartarilla.
Monica's Trattoria.
Monica's own.
Tractor-
Shout out to
Trattoria.
Monica.
Let's
I
make
hope
sure
Yo,
you
they
like
must
this.
have some good food there. Yo. I'm gonna be honest with you. He
Now,
looks dedicated.
It's a good advertisement because now I want to taste
Yeah.
what y'all got, what
both
makes
of them.
y'all ride.
Monica's Trattoria.
I'm gonna feel like I'm going to a real mafia restaurant. I'm gonna wear a whole pinstripe suit.
Y'all ever watch Mob Wives?
And a
This is
bulletproof
literally
bag.
Mob
Now-
Wives.
That's
I am.
crazy.
Here's a fun fact from Schneider. Doesn't Venice, Italy have the biggest population of bike riders? I guess so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Oh.
Schneider.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure.
See,
Fun
this
fact.
is why we need to get rid of the bike lanes because if they weren't so easily accessible, then he wasn't going to have anything to do.
It-
So now I got to
Fair.
talk to Michelle Wu
Yes.
about
Wow.
this because
Speak to
this
her.
got we've got
at
evidence that this is very violent.
Bikers are gangsters. and
Oh,
we
that
don't
food
need
looks
that here.
crazy.
What is it? I'm gonna eat it.
A crazy person would make that.
Let's eat it.
It's a picture.
Vicky Vegas says that Monica's is really good.
So it's got to be really good if
We ain't
Monica's
giving
is
them.
stressed out about the competition.
Exactly. But Monica's makes food. Modern Pastry only makes pastry.
How you know? They might have
It's
it's
you
a
taking my
cannoli.
customers.
Not
If
even
they're
the same
going-
fight.
Actually, I figured it out. If they're going to your restaurant for dinner and they're staying till dinner, and Boston closes at 9:00, they never gonna reach my pastry
Oh,
restaurant.
see,
Because they all up in your
Oh.
restaurant eating dinner.
You
They're
got
too
that.
full because you made such a great meal.
taken away, and
in
the
order-
fact that Michelle Wu won't let Michelle Wu won't let
Yo,
them
you better
have they
stop playing
little don't let them have a little outdoor dining area.
That's it too.
This is causing tension.
really up.
Cause and
In
effect.
order for you to get your customers, you need to get rid of the enemy.
And is his warrant for assault and battery and not attempted murder? Like what?
If he had been in a car, it
What
would have
about
been assault and
premeditated?
battery.
Like,
But he didn't get to batter him
But
because
be-
he was
But you attempted murdered him.
he moved too quick around the sheet.
He probably didn't take the car because there's so much damn traffic going on these days, and he wouldn't have been able to get away.
Yo, facts.
How he's so
That's
good
why he
at
had to
ducking
fight.
bullets? He needs to come give lessons to these people up there who be getting shot all the time.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
Victim blaming.
Yo.
Why don't we?
But you do got a point.
MS, I'm sorry.
With that said, people, we got to take a quick break because now we got to talk about how to reserve our money so that we could have cause.
And we can afford pastries.
Yes, pastries and dinner at the North End.
Without getting shot.
With insurance, good insurance. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Hey yo, Spark FM Online and Lifted Smoking Goods present the ultimate rubber-dub, dancehall, reggae bashment. I don't know what's going down on Saturday, July 29. And we're taking it back to the basement at the Mideast Club, 480 Moss Avenue, Cambridge. Ladies, it's a night for mesh marinas, fishnets, and pum-pum shots. I don't know soundtrack provided by an all-female lineup. We're talking about DJ Slick Vic, DJ Lady Lee, DJ Light 2.0, and DJ Shasha. So you know the thing now go normal. I don't know admission at $25. Get your tickets online at ticketweb.com. Doors open from 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. So watch it, man. Just forward out for a great night of reggae vibes done the right way. Flex.
Unites Production invites you to their annual International Togetherness Boat Ride. Tell me about work in the morning, unless we're talking hard work. Wine and jam on Saturday, July 15th. Boarding time is at 7 p.m. Departure time is at 8 p.m. sharp. It's all taking place at 70 Rose Wall. That's the Seaport District in Boston. Aboard the MV Freedom. Tickets are only $60 in advance and $70 the day of the event. Your DJs on board: Mastermind, Vital Rhythm, Sergio, Alfredito, Idrin, HMP out of New York City. Special performances by a group from Honduras. Turbo Rhythm section of the Trinidad. Dinner's gonna be included. It's a 21 plus event and proper ID is required. Come dress to impress in your mellow yellow attire. Tickets are available on eventbrite.com. For more information, contact 617-719-3972 or 617-980-4729. Unites Productions invites you to their annual International Togetherness Boat Ride. Look at how it are.
SI Promotions USA, alongside Specialists and Friends, presents Ecstasy. Ecstasy, a summer chic affair where the music seduces your mind, body, and soul. Ecstasy. On Sunday, July 30th, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mojito's Country Club, 44 Museo Drive, Randolph, Massachusetts, 02368.
Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Featuring Steely Bashman from NYC, Freeze International from NYC, Sound Inc. Family, Ghetto Hype, and Cypress. Hosted by Specialist, FC, and Trickstar. Your ticket locations: TNE Mini Mart, Tasha Michelle's Closet, 1775 Dorchester Avenue, Boston, Mass. 02124. Get your tickets online at ecstasy.frontlineticketing.com. Ecstasy.com.
I'm not going no small fret. Let me extend my apology.
Ecstasy, a summer chic affair.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
JP Morgan Chase is making a global commitment to break down barriers to drive inclusive economic growth all over the world. We believe there is a pressing need to help more people move up the economic ladder. That is why we are investing in communities and people to create an economy that works for all, because no community should be left behind. Right here in Boston, we're focusing that work in Dorchester, Roxbury, and Mattapan, among other neighborhoods, on improving financial health. These efforts aim to address the key drivers of the racial wealth divide head on. We're here to empower individuals, families, and small businesses by connecting them to the tools that build generational wealth and a long-lasting legacy. Chase is investing in Boston. Chase is investing in you. Visit us at the Mattapan branch at 1617 Blue Hill Avenue, where the team is waiting to help.
Attention, gentlemen. Are you looking for a suit that will make you look sharp and feel confident? Look no further than Allen's Formal Wear, a Boston legacy business. Our expert staff will help you find the perfect suit for any occasion. With a wide selection of colors, styles, and sizes, we have something for everyone. And the best part, our affordable prices won't break the bank. So why settle for a mediocre suit when you can stand out in Allen's Formal Wear? Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or allensformalwear.com to book an appointment. Visit us today at 594 Blue Hill Ave, Dorchester, or Allens, ALLANS, formalwear.com to book an appointment. Allens Formal Wear, we are dressing you for success.
The all-new Spark FM.
Them don't like me, I mean I like them.
Spark FM.
Come on.
Spark FM.
Chicken man be ballin', these chicks pigeon toed, some of them be crawling.
Spark FM.
Oh gosh, it's me again.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? If you wanna go and take a ride with me and chillin' in the bunzy, oh, it's my turn. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We are back, and today is Money Matters Monday, sponsored by Chase Bank, where we talk to you, the community, about financial literacy, getting your monies up, making sure that you know all the resources and people outside willing to help you. And our good friends over at Chase Bank always want you guys to be informed. We just trying to make sure that y'all know what is going on. And today we have Tiffany. Hey, you see what I did there?
I love it.
Today with Tiffany. Is going to talk to us about our childrens, because if you have children or if you've been around children, you know that they cost a lot of money.
So much. Especially in the summer.
Why are they so expensive?
Listen, nothing will humble you more than your kids. And then they have the audacity to call you broke.
Bro. The other day, I said something to my nephew, and he said, "Yo, bro." I said, "Call me bro one more time. She was happening to you, boy." Yes, he did. You're very one. She has him saying all kinds of stuff, though.
He says bro too. Bro. I have a 17 or almost 17-year-old. Yeah. He says bro all the time.
Oh, it's bro.
That's
yo.
Hers is 7. Hey yo.
Yeah. Hey yo. Yo.
Or if they see anything that's a little risque, it's like, hey yo. No, that's hey yo.
I love it. I love it.
That's hey yo.
You know what my son says, and I didn't realize it was still around? He says on dogs.
Do they still say this? I still say on dogs.
I do as well.
That's such a Boston baby.
Yeah.
But he is.
That's
it.
cute. I love that.
Yeah.
First of all, you don't look like you should have a 17-year-old.
first things
I
first.
was young when I had my son. I was.
That's good though.
No,
You get
that's
him out the way. Don't wait till you old.
Yeah.
So I have two kids.
How old?
I have my son will be 17 and my daughter just turned 13. So I'm
Wow,
almost
yeah.
free. I always say
Almost
that.
free.
I'm almost free.
And she's in the age where she can.
That's so smart.
She can tend to herself a little bit more. Yeah.
No, she's very domestic.
Really?
She sews. She cooks.
Get it, girl.
She's a unicorn.
Oh, I love it.
I'm gonna send mine over there to learn some home training.
By all
Because
means.
sometimes I'll be like, "What am I doing wrong here? I tried.
Whose child is this?
Who does he belong to?"
I'm like, where did you come from?
That's why I was manifesting feminine energy for mine. So I was like, let me get.
He's 3 weeks into the game.
3 weeks into
Yes,
parenting.
yes.
Thank you. I'm going to learn a lot from this conversation.
Oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
definitely.
No, that's what I'm here for. And it's really important to make sure that, we're not waiting until our kids are going off to college or anything. Financial literacy starts young.
Absolutely.
There's so many resources now in regards to tools online, in regards to banking that kids should, and their parents obviously should be getting into in order for them to build those money habits now.
Very good. Yeah.
I'm excited about this conversation. We are sitting with Tiffany Gaston. She is the vice president and branch manager of the Chase Bank in Roxbury.
Yes.
So we are not only letting you guys know about financial literacy, but getting you guys set up to have a relationship with banks. So that when you go in, you'll be like, "Oh, I saw you on Spark FM. How you doing?
Yep.
How I got to open this checking account?" Like things like that.
Right.
So we're going to be talking about kids.
Yes.
Kids today, because we started out this conversation as they're expensive. Some basic tips. Let's start there.
Yes.
What would you say are some of the most basic things that we can do to get kids ready for, teenage, young adulthood and things?
So like I said, the whole thing about kids hear everything. So when I said earlier, like somebody will call you broke, like your kid will call you broke. My daughter, she had to have been like 6, called me broke. But what ended up happening was I was doing my bills. It was the end of the month. Your account looks real nice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, okay, I didn't do bad this month. We're good. And then those bills hit and it's gone. And then she heard me say, "Dang, I'm broke again." So then we ended up going to like a store one day, and she was as loud and proud, "Mommy, you broke again?"
Oh, Father.
It be your own kid.
It be your own kids. It ain't right.
It be your own kids. So then I realized, so the first thing that I would say as a tip for parents or anybody who has kids or has kids around them is just be mindful of your mindset, right? So and that comes down to vocabulary. So after I got embarrassed in public, I realized that I needed to start by my own child. I realized that I needed to start saying, and this is what I started to do, was if they wanted something from like the store, say it's $5, $10, whatever it is, or if they want this extravagant toy, I tell them it's not in the budget right now.
Oh,
right.
I like that because I'd be like, "No."
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
We got food. You want McDonald's? We have food.
We got McDonald's at home.
We have food at home.
Don't ask me for nothing when we get in this.
You know I'm broke.
See?
Don't say the broke part.
Exactly.
It's not in the budget.
Exactly. So I would say that's the first thing is mind your vocabulary. Using words like budget. You want that to get ingrained in them early.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if they can talk, they'll understand what's going on. You know what I'm saying? So having those conversations about, hey, this isn't in the budget right now, but let's sit down together and let's figure out how you can either earn money, or how to, if you have some savings, if you want to take some money out of that savings to pay for whatever it is that you want, but realize that is something that you still have to budget over time, right? So we're
teaching them about budgets very, very early.
Yes, you want to. And then, of course, again, there's so many resources out here. So like for Chase example, like a child can have an account at the age of 6.
Really?
So we have like a Chase First Banking. Okay. Right? So it is parent owned. So the parent does run the account essentially. But you could still use like the online banking and show them, hey, this is how much money that you've saved. You can actually even give them a debit card. And I think that's important too. I know. Just like next. And it's important too for them to build those habits young so that when they know, I know when I went to college after high school, I didn't get my first account until I was 18. I had no idea what I was doing.
Yeah.
No clue. So why not start now when they're younger so that they have the tools and the mindset to have better financial habits?
What is the APY on the Chase account for the children?
I mean, you can come and see me. We can talk about that. I don't know if I can talk about that right now. But
you raised the point, and we'll jump into the facts after and the basic tips. Debit cards. There's all those little green cards and those like things like that. Is that good to have? Well, yes,
I mean,
obviously.
Here's what I'll say. I'll say if you're not being consistent in watching your child or whoever it is that you have, any debit card can be bad. It can be bad for an adult. You know what I'm saying?
Very true.
It's about having those good financial habits. And again, it comes down to mindset and budget. And I'm sure that you'll probably hear that a lot, especially with bankers, where you need to know the money that you can spend. You need to know the money that you save because, there are times where we're going to spend more than what we have, right? There are going to be times where, we might not be outside and we're just going, we're cool for a couple of months. But I think it really does become a balance of making sure that you know how to use the cards.
Yeah.
Too much of a good thing is
bad for it.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Right. So we want to make sure that we are getting those tools and understanding them and using them consistently and creating good habits.
So, I like that. I like that a lot. Yeah. What would you say number 2?
Number 2, I would say build a relationship with your banker.
Hello, that's what we've been teaching y'all for every week that we have this. Build a relationship. Don't go in the bank, deposit money, and leave.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? We are here. Especially I love my team and we love seeing kids come in with their parents, whether they're, infants, toddlers, they're in middle school. Like I have my daughter in middle school, high schoolers. We get a lot of college students coming in. It's actually a really huge, student rush branch. So we see a lot of young people and it's our pleasure to help you all, the adults, the kids, whoever it is, answer financial questions that they have. We want you to be curious so that we can give you that knowledge.
Yeah.
So, I've heard this a couple of times. Like I'm a fan of Money Matters Mondays, right? Chase Bank, you guys are doing a lot for the community. And I hear that a lot about developing a relationship with your banker. I've had a bank account for a million years, right? And I've never considered, I don't even know how I would even develop a relationship with my banker. I don't even know who my banker is, right? Everything's online. How do you even start that relationship? Do you just walk into the bank and be like, hey, who's my banker?
Absolutely.
Hey, who's my banker?
And if you don't have a banker and you find somebody that you've built that you want to build rapport with or that you vibe with, because I think vibes are important, right? You want to make sure that you mesh. You can be assigned to somebody, right? Depending on what bank you're at or wherever you are. But if you don't mesh with them and you don't feel comfortable enough with them, you're not going to tell them your business. I know growing up, I'm not going to tell my business.
So what does building a relationship with a banker actually help you do?
Well, first of all, we go over the basics. So we're going to go over those, what types of accounts that you have. We're going to go over your spending habits. We're going to show you the tools that we have through your online banking, especially if you do banking online, that will help you budget and that will help you save. That's what we're there for. And then as you have bigger life events, bigger goals, we're there to help you with that too. We also have teams of experts, right? So all of that, and that will then trickle down to your kids. So if you have a good relationship with your banker, you can then bring your kids so that they know who they can go to and they can trust in order to make sure that they are, again, continuing to have a good relationship with money, a good relationship with the bank, and being able to grow as they grow.
I like that. Another tip. Building a okay, so we got right so far.
Sorry.
No.
No,
because I'm taking notes.
I'm writing them down.
Okay, good. Yeah. So we have start a budget, get them knowing about words and vocabulary when it comes to banking in general. I used to work with a group of kids on Girls Radio, and a lot of these kids don't even have a bank account. They're rushing down, cash check real quick, taking money out of their little good check. Why are things like that bad. Well, I wouldn't say bad. I will say they're bad because I don't like them so much in our communities.
I don't think they're helpful.
Yeah,
I think if you're working hard and you're spending $10, $20, or even a percentage, sometimes it's like 10% of the check to go to the check casher. But I think a lot of it is lack of education.
Yeah.
And some people, especially in our community, are scared of banks.
Yes.
Let's be honest.
We talk about that a lot.
I purposely stay in the community. I've been in banking for almost 20 years. I purposely stay in the community because I think it's important for people that look like me.
Oh, yes.
To see somebody.
And friendly as well.
Yes.
Friendly looking as well.
Yeah.
Sometimes you go in the bank and be like, oh,
100%.
why are you mad today?
They don't want me here.
And you know, and you will know.
Yeah.
And that goes anywhere. If you go any place and you can pick up on vibes. We pick up
Yes.
on vibes.
Very-
So
yep.
what I would say to that is, again, I think it's a lack of education. I think it's fear.
Yeah.
I think that there are sometimes some misconceptions on banking being expensive as well. And we're here to debunk that. I'm here to debunk that.
Yeah.
Just go in, just have a conversation.
Yeah.
You know, whatever bank that you go to, do your research and then go in and have an honest conversation.
Which is
Decide
crazy.
what's for you.
I feel like banks, traditional banks are probably the cheapest places to like keep your money, right? Or to cash your check.
Yeah, it's the most unriskable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very low on the risk thread pull to have a bank account.
Yeah.
Which I try to encourage as many of these teenagers as possible. Stop going to check cashings and go to the bank and go get an account.
Yeah.
You got an account.
Plus, it's fast money for them. They feel like it's fast
she's in
money.
college. That's how she gets her good money.
They knew what it is.
But I mean, I think that's, again, come in. That's the worst thing that can happen is that you decide that this particular bank or this particular banker is not for you. Keep going. Be consistent. Just like it takes savings is like a habit. Finding the right bank is a habit. You have to be consistent with that. Just like we get up and we brush our teeth and we do all of that. We have to make sure that we incorporate that into our daily lives as well. Financial literacy is so important.
I remember there was a time where you could people they were telling people like you can't open a checking account or you can't open a bank account for whatever reason. Is that still happening these days where people get rejected from trying to open accounts?
I mean, it could, but that could be from something that may have happened prior, right?
Yeah.
But more often than not, there are so many resources where there are accounts where you are still able to have a checking account and a debit card. It does depend if you do have any sort of issue.
Yeah.
Again, tell your banker. We can't fix what we don't know, right?
Okay.
So as long as you're having that conversation and you're being honest, we're going to try to find ways to try to, if we can't, then we can't, but we can definitely try to figure out some ways for you to still have good financial habits.
Thank you.
Going back to how we started off the conversation with kids and budgeting and things like that. Oftentimes, obviously, I can sense that my child has no concept of how much things cost, how much money we have.
Money grows on trees.
So, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
So when you were like, it's not in our budget, and they ask like, what's our budget? And why don't we have more in our budget? What's a good way to kind of start getting them involved in that conversation so that they start to build up an idea of, money and how far it can go. I know sometimes we go into the Target and we're like, we got $5 to spend. $5, and they still come with something that costs $13. I mean, like it don't cost $5, and then you try to get into math, and at this point, you want them to get out the store.
But you got a job, mommy.
Don't you have a job?
It's 1-3. That means that it's what? How do you get them like
only $4?
So this may be controversial. This have to sit down and go over your money with them.
Okay, yeah.
Honestly, a lot of people, I feel like in our community, we're very tight-lipped about money.
Yeah, like the children need to stay in a child's place.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But I think that the only way for them to like truly understand, obviously, you're probably not going to have a 6 or 7-year-old that's going to, even if you show them your bills, they're not going to understand.
This is mad money.
They're just not going to understand. But as they get older, like you can definitely go over bills, even if it's just one bill.
Yeah.
And go over the why.
Yeah.
And say, hey, if you want this $13 gift and you only have $5, that $8, maybe we need to figure out how to lower our electric bill. Maybe we need to figure out how to lower the water bill. And what does that look like? Give them the why, right?
Yeah.
So we can lower the electric bill if you all stop going out of the room and leaving the lights on.
Yes.
My son.
Yep. Or walk away from the tablet and leave it playing.
Absolutely.
And then my tablet's dead.
Absolutely. Or don't take an hour-long shower.
Yeah.
You know?
Get out.
That's
Get
very true.
out.
Yeah. Yesterday, when my son came home, his dad was like, do you have your money in your pocket? And he was like, no. And he was like, well, where's your money? He's like, I don't know. And he was like, I gave him $5 and da-da-da. And it's just like, you don't even understand how valuable $5 is. You know what I mean?
What it is.
And so you're right. Like, it's time to have that conversation,
And
I'm
that's
sure.
at 100%. And to your point, a lot of kids don't know the value of money.
Yeah.
They just know mommy or daddy or parent or guardian works.
Has it, yeah.
And they pay the bills.
Yeah.
They put, food in my stomach
Yeah.
and clothes on my back.
Yeah.
I can get what I need to get.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's only $13.
Yeah.
But understanding the value of money early, once they get into the teens, once they get into college, they'll know that, okay, I know I need to earn money in order to spend money. I also need to save some of that money.
Okay.
I think one of the good things that we've lost for society, or I think a lot of new aged parents, the concept of doing chores and earning your money.
Yep.
Because I feel like that's probably one of the most basic ways to get them knowing about money. You do this, you get this amount of money, and at the end, this is what you have. And then, I think it also goes with timing too. Still,
Yeah.
I blame social media for everything.
Yeah.
Social media makes it look like it's mad easy to do everything all the
Right.
time. But I think chores is still probably the most basic ways to get kids into learning about the circle of life.
Right.
And
Earning
even
money.
how to earn it.
100%.
You can spend it if you got it.
Yep.
But there are things that you do need. Like my son wants to go to Chipotle all the time. Well, you need to start ordering Chipotle.
Yeah.
Clean the bathroom.
Yeah.
Brush your teeth.
You need to do what my mother did. You need
what
to
was
tell her
that?
to get the Chipotle. You have a Chipotle money?
Yeah.
Once you attach the brand name to the money, then they say,
Oh, this is my Chipotle dollar right here.
And then like or back in the day we used to have like an allowance. If you did well, then you get your allowance, and if you didn't do, if you like if your behavior was good, you got your allowance. If your behavior wasn't good, you didn't get your allowance. And
I didn't get allowance.
That's
good.
We didn't have the allowance system. We definitely had the chore system.
Yeah, the chores. Yeah.
What I see is that a lot of kids actually don't have like the chore system. I grew up where, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't getting no
chores
money.
are right. You're not getting any money. That's what you're supposed to
Yeah.
do.
Right, exactly. Do you pay rent?
Do you pay? That's what you're supposed to do.
your
Why
rent.
am I
Dad has
giving
a
you
good
money
one.
if I pay the bills here?
Right.
No, but I think to your point is that it's important to have something small like that, even if it's $5 a week.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Make it something that will fit into your own budget as a parent
True.
first.
Yeah.
And then go to the child and say, hey, this is what it's going to be. You can get up to, because if you mop the floors but didn't make your bed, you're not getting the full $5.
Yeah,
Just
true.
like if you don't go, to work and you don't have any sick time or whatever it is, you're not going to get paid for that day. It's the same type of thing. Having that mentality of I need to work for certain things to earn so that I can buy things. And again, even more important, you want to make sure that you're building a habit with the kids to also save some money that they earn.
You just can't make it and spend it.
Yes,
Right.
that's true.
I wish I could.
Right. So
Yeah, my dad, once we hit high school, I'm saying my sisters are young. So once I hit high school, it kind of got hard to do the chores, right? So, and then I took pre-calc. Ooh, pre-calc beat my ass. Ooh. He told me if I got 100 on the test, I get $100. You know how hard I worked for that test?
Did you get it?
No, I don't. I was bad at pre-calc. But it made me try,
Right.
Yeah.
And then my sister just be sitting around the house right now. My sister be jipping us. She want a stuffed
How old
animal.
is she?
11.
Yeah.
She want a stuffed
yeah.
animal.
She know better.
You got money? No, but you do.
Yeah.
That's all the time.
She
Yeah.
know better.
I'd be like, ask your daddy. He got more money than me.
Yeah.
And the problem is she's asking her sister, like, what am I supposed to tell her? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no.
We
That's
gotta tell her
terrible.
no.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I don't got the money for this, Corey. I'm sorry.
That was not in the budget right now.
Right. It's not in the budget. It is not in my budget.
I don't know what y'all talk about. My daughter's gonna be spoiled as hell. She gonna need you, so
I'm here.
she ain't gonna know
Listen,
nothing
I'm
about
here.
money.
That's what I was thinking about that just now as you were talking. Like maybe like to encourage my son especially during the summer, to like stay with on schoolwork, like maybe like like you can earn $25 per page in your workbook or something like that, and 25 cents.
Oh, I was gonna say, wow.
I was like, I'll read it.
Cents. I know, right?
Let me read it.
25 cents per page in your notebook, and then we can go to Target because he was like, that's all he wanted to do on Saturday. Can you take me and CK's our son, to Target? And it's like, no. but like, if you have your money, if you got your Target money, then
and how much you want to bet when they have to spend their own money, how quick they're just
hold on.
Oh, wait, that cost.
Exactly.
Oh, I don't have enough.
No, I don't need that right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I always put them up. You want Target or you want Chipotle?
No,
you can't
one
have
or the
both.
other. Absolutely.
You either eat or you play with a toy.
And he would rather eat.
He would rather eat.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely. And especially for like, now that we are in summer, even though school is coming so quick, but even for like summer jobs, we have a lot of teens out here in Boston that have summer jobs that don't have accounts.
Yeah.
How are they building those financial habits? And that's why, again, I always urge parents to make sure they come and see us or whoever your banker is. Let's get you right.
Yeah.
But then let's also get your teenager right, because we want to set them up. If they're working, they should have an account.
Something that my parents always did when we got our first jobs was take a little bit of it and put it away.
Same.
And I think that's another thing that we do have to get back into the fundamentals of helping our kids save. All right, this is your little $200 check. You give me $50 of it. You can do whatever you want of it.
Yeah.
But also that educational part of what I'm doing with this $50. I'm not just taking it.
Right.
We're helping you to save.
Right.
And then you also need to be able to ration off your money for the things that you want to do with it. And I can't wait till my child get a job.
Yeah, but the great thing about banking now, again, is that even for like high school students or even teenagers, there's so many products where they can do their own checking and savings now, and you would be on the account with them. So it's like, okay, we're going to put the money in your checking account, but I'm going to show you how to transfer money from your checking to your savings account. You know what I'm saying? So that they know when they're older, they know how to do it themselves. Or even doing like an auto save. There's certain things where the money can come out of the account automatically.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't see it, you don't know it's there, you don't spend it, right? But and then it's also great to see the savings grow and getting them excited about that.
Yeah.
That, I might not be able to use all my money right now, but guess what? A year down the line, when I have, X amount of dollars in my savings account, I feel really good. Like I actually have money.
Right. Yeah. No.
Are there controls? Because that's a good point about having a job. So I had like little summer jobs, after school jobs, and my mom thought she had control over the money, but I found that little bank book, and I had a little girlfriend, so I ended up spending all the money I made that summer buying her a watch. I remember that. She was like, go get that watch. That was the most. I had to go get that watch back.
Yeah.
One watch, brother?
It was a nice watch. And what
kind of watch was it?
I don't even remember. It was probably like a Fossil or something. Like it was nice for me. It was nice for my age, right? But like, if my kid is anywhere as sneaky as I was at that age, like, how do you control? Are there ways, parental controls, ways that you can kind of give your kid autonomy over their account, but still have control over it?
So the different types of accounts that we have, right? So let's for like say Chase, the first checking, it's actually a parent owned account. You just happen to give them the debit card. So if the kid wanted money, they would have to request the money. So you can decide whether or not, if they're asking,
I like that.
if they're sending a request for $200, it's like,
for what?
For what?
Yeah.
Hold on now. Does the parent have access?
Yes.
They should not.
Yes.
The parent
That's where my mother went wrong. My mother would have me give me all my checks and tell me it's going to my bank account. When it was time for me to nothing.
Well, that's not what we exactly talking about here, Tristan. We're talking about parents that
so the parents shouldn't
money.
have access to the account.
That's fraud.
There's like a balance.
That's fraud.
But I'm the opposite. I think my mom is still on my first bank account that I have now from when I was in high school. On our checks, it still say my name and my mama name on it, and my money was always there. So I don't know.
Oh, that's nice.
So here's the thing. So
allegedly, Tristan. Allegedly.
So I can only speak specifically for Chase, but if you are a minor, you have to have a parent or guardian on the account. Depending on the account that you have to have a parent or guardian until you turn 18, and then the parent can be taken off, or you have to be put in a different account, which is perfectly fine. Now, as far as your mama goes, if she was on the account, it's really important to make sure that we don't just open the account and we give all control, which is the debit card, for them to spend, you have to make sure you're looking at the account.
Yeah.
You and that's a great thing, is to build a habit about maybe sitting down weekly with your child to say, hey, let's go over, your spending.
Yeah.
Let's go over your savings. It's so important to build that.
And also credit too, because I know when I got into college, my first credit card, I ran that thing up quick.
Listen, I was 18 when I got my first credit card.
Money!
Nobody told me anything.
Yeah,
I ran it up 2 days. 2 days. Then you start getting all these fees because you paid the minimum payment, and then it was like, oh, there's more interest coming on the card than the minimum payment. It was a mess.
It was traumatic for you.
It was very traumatic and a learning experience.
But I like what you're saying, that like if we start the conversation now when they're young and establish that trust not only between parent and child, but parent and child and bank, I think it would be a lot easier for us to teach them more as they start to grow into those high school and college years. Because and looking at the account, like I look at my account all the time, like, ooh, we don't got it. I got 12 more days before I get paid, and
it's not in the budget.
It's not there. It's not there.
Not in the budget.
But getting them knowing and seeing, like even that scary part, like, damn, money might not be that wonderful for us this month. We gotta save this way, so that they can start to kind of really ingrain that into there's not always going to be good times.
Exactly. And it's not exactly. So it's not always going to be, we're going to have a bad month. As an adult, I still have bad months.
Yes,
I definitely, it's my birthday month. I overspent already.
I've done that.
I was about to say, I need to learn how to tell myself it's not in the budget.
It's not in the budget. But learning, and that's another thing, is making sure that your kids know that they can be vulnerable with you about money.
Yeah.
Right? Because I know I used to, if I pissed off my mother or whoever, like I'd be scared to talk about it.
Yeah.
If I lost my money from school, I'd be scared to talk about it. But we need to be at the point where we can say, or your child can come and say, listen, I'm struggling with money. Even in college and all of that, when they're away, we want to make sure that we build that trust now with them, between parent and child, and also between child and banker and parent and banker, to say, hey, I'm struggling with my money. I need help with my budget.
Yes, I like that. Yeah. I like that a lot. These points, and the thing is about what you're saying is this: it's very practical. It's very practical. It's very realistic. Not asking you to do anything other than what you do, except to be a little bit more mindful. A lot more mindful of what you're doing, and pass that mindfulness down to your kid as they're growing up and they're getting into the situation. The Chase Bank that you manage is in Dudley.
Yes,
and
Nubian Square.
Nubian Square. Oh yeah, sorry. Down Dudley, Nubian Square.
I know that's down Dudley too. I have to be correct.
Conscious of that.
Yes.
Nubian Square. You guys could go in there and ask to talk to Tiffany, and she will have either herself or someone set up to talk to you guys and to start that relationship. We also always encourage people here to not just go into the bank, deposit, withdraw, whatever. Say hi. Go sit down and talk to somebody. If you guys have a question, get off of the Googles. Go talk to a professional.
We love it.
Yes. Ask the questions. I always feel a little bit safer when I'm dealing with money matters to actually sit down and talk to somebody, because I feel like the next time I go in there, hey, I remember talking to you last time. Can you help me with this? And building that rapport.
Yes.
It's very good. It's very good. When you build a good relationship, they will help you out a lot.
They will.
That's true. That is true.
Help you out a lot.
You just got to be vulnerable enough. It's
give
all
you
good.
Tips and tricks that other people don't know when you just walk in, but it is really good to kind of find out about all of the different tools that they have available to help you guys out.
Yep.
Tiffany, any last minute things? I said it fast, but I did say Tiffany.
No, just remember, like, mindset matters, vocabulary matters.
Yes, vocabulary matters.
Definitely encourage, just make sure that you're sitting down with your kids and talk about money and being okay with talking about money, right?
Yeah.
Build a rapport with your banker. We love to help, and my team loves to help, especially like kids and teens and all of that.
Is there specialized people for kids, or is it just
you can walk right in?
Okay.
If you walk right into any of our branches, we are more than happy to help. We will always have somebody that's able to do that, right? So definitely walk in, definitely say hello, and then, of course, be consistent, because if you don't build that habit, it's just going to fall off. And then it just becomes just the cycle. Definitely don't do it alone. We have resources. There's plenty of resources out there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I do have a question. I think
Go
we
ahead.
missed one point that I was hoping that we would get to.
Yeah.
What would you suggest real quick, like some of the best financial instruments or savings accounts, like high interest rates, stuff that can kind of like benefit college
So
funds?
it all depends. So
Yeah.
I won't really touch on that too much because that's more of a complex question.
Mhm. Yeah.
So I would suggest, again, coming into the bank, we need to sit down and see what everything looks like for you, what your goals are long-term and short-term, and then be able to advise, what is going to be the best savings instrument for you.
Or your kid.
Or your kid.
Yeah.
And generally with kids, it's just like the regular savings account for now.
Mhm.
But if we're talking about parents, again, that's a bigger
Investing,
conversation.
yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
need to make sure that we put you in with the right people.
And I like that you put it that way because a lot of people think that you just go in, everybody gets the same thing.
Mhm.
These are all very customizable to your actual lifestyle and the goals that you guys want to set out for your life. So that's why it might seem like it's avoiding it, but it's really kind of like there's not one size fits all.
Right.
You really kind of go in there, figure out what literally works for me.
Right.
Because I like that. Because when I like to ask them questions, there's a lot of questions that these bankers will actually end up asking you. Be like, I
didn't
never
think about
thought
that.
about that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because we automatically things like, college fund. What if your child don't want to go to college? You just put all this money into this college fund and they don't want to do that. They want to open their own account. They want to learn a trade or something like that.
Right.
So you kind of have to have some flexibility in how you're thinking about things and maybe how your kid might want to think about stuff, especially in their age. If they're starting to go off to college or in high school and starting to think about these things, you want to invite them into that conversation too to figure out like, hey, what kind of account do you want me to set up for you? Like what you want to do here? What you trying to do?
What are your plans?
Yeah, what are your plans?
Yeah, you don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
Don't do it alone.
Tiffany, this has been absolutely amazing.
It was such a pleasure. I had so much fun.
Come back anytime.
Oh, please, I will.
And you guys know Money Matters Mondays is something that we do for the community to make sure that you guys get your basic questions answered. But as usual, not just to go straight to Chase Bank. Go talk to a bank.
Yeah,
Obviously, we're a little biased over here because we bank with Chase anyways. But there are many branches. There is the community branch in Mattapan Square.
Yes.
There is one in Nubian Square, and they are building a new one in Upham's Corner. So people in Boston, we have options. You guys know that Chase is a big bank, so you have a global situation that you can go to and go in there and start your personal conversation with the people at the branch and go in there, sit down.
Yeah, for sure. And
Sounds like
one
candy.
quick thing. You said that we're a big bank, and that's
Yeah.
right. But one thing that we do pride ourselves on is that we do have a community feel. When
Yes.
you walk in, you want it to feel like home. And I hope that translates when you do walk in and you have a relationship with your banker.
We're a little biased to Mattapan Square, Tiffany.
Oh, I love
Tiffany,
Mattapan.
Sorry.
For now.
For now.
Yeah. Angie's the best.
Yeah, Angie's the best. We've worked the most with our Mattapan branch, but as the Upham's Corner branch opens up and Nubian Square continues to do what they do, we want you guys to go where is convenient for you. You're going to get all the same kind of information because we are working towards the investment and the benefit of the community as a whole, getting that black dollar circulating. Circulate.
And shout out to Roxbury. All my Roxbury boys,
Yes.
yo. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Roxbury.
Yo, all day.
Nubian Square, down Dudley.
Yeah.
For those of you guys who won't let it go, like myself. Anyways, we're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll come back. We'll do a couple of little stories that we've missed out, high profile, and then we'll race up out of here. ADSL today, Fields Corner 4 to 7. We outside. Tiffany, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me, y'all.
Rihanna,
I
I
love
know
it.
she's out there hanging out. Thank you. Continuing to do the work that you do. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. We'll be right back.
Join us on Facebook and Instagram at SparkFMOnline.com.
Turn it on. Turn it up.
This is SparkFMOnline.com.
Did you know that you can now get a standard Massachusetts driver's license regardless of your immigration status? To get help with your application, a list of all required documents, and nearby appointment scheduling, visit mass.gov/WFMA. Your license is your way forward, so why not get started today? Register now at mass.gov/WFMA or call 857-368-WFMA.
SI Promotions USA, alongside Specialists and Friends, presents Ecstasy. Ecstasy, a summer chic affair where the music seduces your mind, body, and soul. Ecstasy. On Sunday, July 30th, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. at Mojito's Country Club, 44 Mosaic Drive, Randolph, Massachusetts, 02368.
Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Featuring Steely Bashman from NYC, Freeze International from NYC, Sound Inc. Family, Ghetto Hype, and Cypress. Hosted by Specialist, FC, and Trickstar.
Say you're bad from which part? Tell up the winner one dip down.
Your ticket locations: TNE Mini Mart, Tasha Michelle's Closet, 1775 Dorchester Avenue, Boston, Mass. 02124. Get your tickets online at ecstasy.frontlineticketing.com.
I'm not going no small threat. Let me extend my apology.
Ecstasy, a summer chic affair.
Are you tired of renting and need more of your own space? Are you getting stressful letters or calls from the bank? Does your home require expensive repairs and you just don't have the funds to fix them? Regardless of whether you want to buy or sell, Taylor Andre of Thumbprint Realty is here to help. From saving your home from foreclosure to walking you through the process of becoming a first-time homeowner, Taylor makes real estate easy. With your best interests at heart, knowledge of the market, and a passion for people, Taylor is dedicated and motivated to serve you.
Good rising, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. I am Taylor Andre, and I am determined and dedicated in assisting you in all of your real estate needs. Give me a call at 617-459-0041. Again, that number is 617-459-0041. Or you can email me at TAYLAANDRE@thumbprintrealty.com.
Advertise your business, brand, or music on Spark FM. Contact us at sparkfmonline.com for more information.
The all-new Spark FM.
You're the baddest one.
Spark FM. You are now listening to Spark FM. Spark FM. Spark FM.
Oh, yes, you kindly. Miss Jolie, know your mango sweet, so Jolie, know your mango.
New England's #1 urban Caribbean music. Radio. Spark FM.
Hey ho. Say what?
Say what? Wrong song.
Oh.
I need a knee brace.
I'm a moving bum. What's wrong with your knee?
My knee is not good. It ain't good again.
It's not good again.
No good
Right.
idea.
Let me see what we also a touch on a few updated stories or some stories that we never got into. We'll probably go over a little 5 minutes right here. Carly Russell, have you guys been following this story?
No, tell me about this story.
So this lady, she was driving on the highway and she spots a toddler on the highway.
Oh yes, we talked. Yes.
So she gets out, she calls the police, and then she also calls her friend and she gets out to go check on the toddler. When she gets out to go check on the toddler, the friend hears her say, little kid, are you all right? They don't hear anybody answer. All they hear is her screaming, and next thing they know is all they hear is the environment outside. So she vanished.
Right. And then because they found her car and her phone.
They found her car, her phone, and her wig in the car.
Oh,
This sounds okay, keep going.
They found her car, her phone, and her wig in the car. And a couple days later, she turns back up. What do you guys think about this?
Where was the
So Carly Russell, the 25-year-old woman from Alabama who went missing on Thursday night, was fighting for her life while missing her missing. Her boyfriend wrote in an Instagram post following her return home. Russell returned home on Thursday, so she was missing on Thursday. She was found on Saturday. After going missing when she checked on a toddler who appeared to be walking alone on the side of an interstate in Hoover, a suburb of Birmingham, Hoover police previously confirmed to Newsweek on Sunday. A police department spokesperson said that the details were about her whereabouts remained under investigation and that more information would be released. Russell's boyfriend, Thomar Simmons, wrote in an Instagram post that it's Thomr. It's very Thomar.
Why?
He must be of some type of Spanish
Cuban.
Yes. That circulated on social media on Sunday that Russell was fighting for her life in the roughly 48 hours she disappeared. All I ask from everyone right now is to be respectful of Carly's situation. She was literally fighting for her life for 48 hours. So until she's physically and mentally stable again, she is not able to give any updates or whereabouts on her kidnapper at this very moment.
What?
So I don't know.
The fishiest part about this thing to me is that nobody reported a missing toddler.
That's the thing that I was going to say and ask.
Like, she's a grown woman. She was missing, yes.
Yeah.
But you would think that the toddler being missing would probably be a slightly bigger story.
Exactly.
Oh, she's a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Russell was first reported missing Thursday night after calling 911 at about 9:35 p.m. to report that she saw a child walking on the side of the I-459 South in Hoover. Russell's family then lost so she stopped along the interstate to check on the child and also called family members telling them the same details. Russell's family then lost contact with her through the phone line remained open. When officers arrived on the scene, they found her car and belongings, but was unable to find her or the child. At about 10:45 p.m. Saturday night, Hoover police were told that Russell had returned home. After police and fire personnel responded to investigate the development, Russell was taken to a local hospital to be evaluated. Hoover police chief said in an interview with local news stations that investigators will eventually sit down for an interview with Russell, but their current priority is making sure that she got home safe with her family. The only thing that I'm going to say about the toddler situation being fishy is whether the toddler was part of a family who was involved in some sex trafficking. So you wouldn't have reported it if I'm using the toddler as bait.
True.
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like if this was a scheme, like, but
what would be the scheme?
It's far-fetched.
Trafficking.
On the highway.
Human trafficking.
There's a kid on the side of the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, apparently, so it is a highway, but apparently right next to the highway is a town, and there's like a hotel right there or something like that.
So it looked like a kid might have escaped from the hotel.
Or something.
Yeah.
Or
there's many stories of human trafficking. I was watching a report today on some of these social media sites of people that pull over to the side of the road, and while you're going down the highway in like dark lit areas, like they'll have like barricades set up so that you kind of have to stop. And once you stop, then they attack you, take you out the trap, and proceed to do whatever. So human trafficking, there's a lot of ways that can happen. What did Janice say? Very interesting. She goes back home within 48 hours and the family asks for privacy. Can't put my heart on the contrary into an uproar and then not tell us what happened. Give us the update. Can't learn from someone else's mistake if y'all don't pass along this information. That is also very true.
I get that, but I also feel like they don't owe us anything.
She returned home on foot.
Like, just because we were in the uproar on social media, like, say if something did happen to her, I think they deserve to be able to tell the story on their own terms. I get it, but come on. I mean,
I just feel like nobody knows anything at this point. And so that's true too. Your family deserves some privacy to get into things. But if you want the privacy, you've got to put that information in somebody else's hands so they can say it.
They can relate.
Tell the police
what do you guys, if put yourself in her position. Nafa said, give her time. She just got home. She just got home and owes us an update. Nah. What do you guys think? If you were her, you were put in a state of shock or whatever. We went through a horrifying experience, and you return home on foot, and you were bombarded by media.
Yeah,
I wouldn't bombard. I wouldn't be the bombard. I'm not talking about the media. I'm not saying like stand up there and make a press call. But once I get in my house and I have a detective that is here to just The basics.
Yeah.
Right.
She was kidnapped, because we don't know if she was kidnapped. There are the media now. What in turn happens when we give too much privacy is that everybody's allowed to make their own story, and it starts to spread wilder than what the actual reality is.
And it starts to be a little unbelievable.
Yeah. So now
why you ain't
I
saying
would
something?
literally, like after I've been able to catch my breath and sit down, I've got to dump the basics
Right.
to
That's what
someone
I would think.
and have them do the other things. I'm not saying that we should automatically, everybody, news channel 17 through 14 got to be in the house talking to her.
Yeah.
But we need to know something that happened so that now we can go to the next step of the investigation and figure out who the hell is out here putting their toddler on the street and why that's happening.
Like, watch out for that corner of I-495
Well,
because they
said
can.
that there was a report from a trucker who said that he saw her car with the door open and a gray vehicle had pulled in front of it.
Did anybody else see a child?
No, so nobody. There's no the family that was on the phone call when things did happen said that she asked the child. She said, "Are you okay?" And next thing they didn't hear anybody answer back. Next thing they knew, all they heard is the muffled sounds of the cars on the highway.
I don't know. This sounds spooky. It sounds like the Twilight Zone.
It do. It do.
Dark mirror
See, so now I'm scared. So now what's also happened is now if there is a toddler on the highway for real, ain't nobody stopping for the toddler. I'm not stopping, bro.
What's that called? Fear mongering?
Yeah.
I mean, as a black man, you see a little blonde toddler on the road, I ain't stopping either.
I might stop. I ain't getting out my car. And I'm gonna lock it in.
For some reason, I'm picturing a little white baby dressed in all white, little dirt and stuff. Like, might have little, I don't know,
little curly glocks.
Nah. I'm waiting 5 miles on the road. I'm calling the police.
Put the light on it.
I'm like, yo, there's a kid 5 miles on this road.
Block it in with my car. So lock all my doors.
But see, that's
because what if it's not a baby?
What if little people?
Right.
I don't know. So this is one of the stories that have caught, and I mean, again, they've all kind of accused the poor boyfriend, all kind of stuff. He like, I don't know where she is.
Because that's what I thought the story was going to say. He did it.
I feel like she had all right, I'm going to speculate. This is all speculation.
Yes.
I looked at her, right? She seems like a pretty put together person. She had a little lab coat. She's probably in school, whatever. She's probably stressed out. Probably a little breakdown. Had to get away for a little bit. Caused this whole hoopla. Wasn't expecting it to get on social media.
They said, and this is unanimous from a lot of us here. I'm not leaving my wig in the car. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
My purse, my wig, and my phone, bro. No, the wig and the phone, okay, but my wig, that's foul play.
Maybe she has some really nice braids underneath the wig.
That's a lie too, because I usually snatch my wig off and put it in the back seat.
I was gonna say, and sometimes you lose it in the car. You don't even know where it is.
I do.
Somebody said to me yesterday, he said, I saw someone that looked like you today, but she was missing her body part. And I said, Uncle Grandpa, you stupid. He said, but she got her body part back now. So you're stupid.
All right, let's hear what they have to say.
Yeah, and then we'll end on this note. We'll get into the rest of the things tomorrow. But this was probably the most intriguing headline of the week.
Yeah.
Thankfully, she is home and she is safe. But there are questions about what happened in those 48 hours. Janae Norman has that story for us. Good morning, Janae.
Guys, good morning. That's what everyone is asking. What happened to Carly Russell? This story was all over social media this weekend because it was terrifying. The idea that a woman stopped to help a toddler and was presumably abducted. When she returned home late Saturday, as randomly as she vanished, we were left with more questions than answers.
This morning, family and investigators scrambling to find out what happened to Carly Russell, who mysteriously returned home after vanishing from the side of an interstate in Alabama. The family relieved after welcoming her home from the hospital Sunday, writing on social media, "We are so grateful to each of you for all the acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion you've shown. Our baby is safe. We do want to ask for privacy at this time to allow us to just love on our daughter and each other with our close family and friends." The 25-year-old disappeared Thursday night outside of Birmingham until family reported she'd returned home late Saturday night. But now serious questions remain about where Carly Russell was for more than 2 days and whether someone abducted her. Hoover police say Carly called 911 around 9:30 and reported seeing a toddler walking alone on the side of Interstate 459. Then Carly reportedly made another call to her brother's girlfriend, who told her mother she could hear what she believed was Carly trying to help the child. ABC News speaking to her parents before she was found.
She never heard a child say anything, and she heard my daughter scream, or what sounded like a scream.
Officers say they were on the scene within 5 minutes, but there was no sign of Russell. But her wig, purse, keys, and cell phone were found on the roadside. And this morning, investigators say they have no images or information about the toddler.
So that's one of the big questions that folks are asking. What about the toddler? But again, investigators say they have no information about an alleged missing toddler, but they are still investigating and will release more details as they become available. But so many questions. At the end of the day, grateful she's home.
The weirdness of this kind of reminds me of the woman on the airplane with the not real person.
Oh, she's not real. Yeah.
He's not that is not a real friggin' person back there. That kind of it's eerie like that. Like what do you
like
really
what
saying?
Happened.
Yeah. And again, like you said, because they're not saying anything, it leads people to make all of this speculation and assume on our own what could have happened here.
It's very scary. We'll follow this story and keep you guys updated. We are about 15 minutes past the hour at this point. We do gotta go. But if you guys find any updates, send them to us, DM us or whatever. We'll get back into this tomorrow to find out if there's anything that happened. But thank you guys for staying on board with us today. Spark FM Online, #1 for urban and Caribbean music. Saucy and Friends in the morning. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
You're listening to Saucy and Friends in the morning with Miss Hot Sauce, Miss Tony, and Rockstone Triz.
The all-new Spark FM. Spark FM. Log on to sparkfmonline.com.
Yamba Market. Visit the first Black-owned dispensary in Cambridge. Yamba Market's mission is to participate authentically in building a socially restorative adult cannabis market in Massachusetts and beyond. Their commitment to the Yamba family is to provide an inclusive and exemplary experience focused on a broad selection of unique strains, quality products, and customer journey. Open from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. every day. 580 Mass Avenue, Central Square, Cambridge, Massachusetts. Registration at yambamarket.com.
Finally Home is a must-read, step-by-step guide that will equip any first-time home buyer with the knowledge they need to confidently make informed decisions. This book provides answers in simple and clear terms to most, if not all, of the questions you may have about credit, home ownership, and generational wealth. Finally Home equips the reader with the confidence to be engaged with the home buying process without feeling vulnerable or exploited. Tailor-made Real Estate Easy is not just a catchy hashtag. It is real estate agent and radio personality Taylor Andre's goal. A goal to simplify one of the most challenging processes you will go through as an adult. A goal to educate you properly on credit and teach you the strategies to finding the home of your dream. It is not just a good book or an easy read. It is the secret to a seamless home buying experience.
Hey yo, Spark FM Online and Lifted Smoking Goods present the ultimate rubber-dub dancehall reggae bashment. I don't know what's going down on Saturday, July 29. And we're taking it back to the basement at the Mideast Club, 480 Mass Avenue, Cambridge. Ladies, it's a night for mesh marinas, fishnets, and pum pum shots. I don't know, soundtrack provided by an all-female lineup. We're talking about DJ Slick Vic, DJ Lady Lee, DJ Light 2.0, and DJ Shasha. So you know the thing now go normal. I don't know, admission at $25. Get your tickets online at ticketweb.com. Doors open from 9 p.m. until 1 a.m. So watch it, man. Just forward out for a great night of reggae vibes done the right way. Flex.
JP Morgan Chase.